this Bitcoin model is predicting Bitcoin to be at 164,000 by 2025. Now, there are many models that makes a lot of predictions, but this one has been pretty darn accurate, okay, since the beginning. It's not exact, but the way this is going, it's predicting Bitcoin to be 164,000. However, this is discounting everything else that's going on, right? Including the ETFs and central banks and private companies and public trade companies that are loading up on Bitcoin. So even though this prediction has been right so far, this is the very first cycle where we have seen institutions really lead the way and take charge, unlike all previous cycles led by retail. So it could be very, very different, right? But nevertheless, we know that higher highs are coming, okay? We got a triangle consolidation here, and there are many, many other charts and models that show that Bitcoin is going to go a lot higher by the end of this year and, of course, next year. So all you have to do is stay strong, stay focused, don't fall for the FUD, and continue to hold on DCA. That's really it. Let the gains come to you. The State of Wisconsin Investment Board, okay, they just revealed they have bought, what, nearly $100 million worth of BlackRock ETF. This is the state of Wisconsin. This is just a state. This is not a country, not a company. This is a state. Okay, they have revealed they have close to $100 million into Bitcoin ETFs. Morgan Stanley also reported they hold 5.5 million shares of BlackRock's ETF, right? And remember Mara? Remember Mara said that they were raising $250 million to buy more Bitcoin? Well, they were oversubscribed. They actually secured $300 million instead. And they purchased 4,144 Bitcoin, roughly 249 million, right? Boosting their reserve to over 25,000 Bitcoin. So obviously, a lot of buying still going on. Those that know continue to load up. Unfortunately, we did have a lot of panic for whatever reason today. There's really nothing that should have caused panic. But if you're looking at the ETFs right now, without BlackRock's numbers, pretty red. Outflows from all major ETF providers, including Grayscale, at a minus 84.1 million. Large outflow, but again, we don't have BlackRock's numbers. Tomorrow we will. I think it's going to show a massive increase. Again, those that know continue to load up. Those that believe and understand Bitcoin and wants to opt out of all the central bank shenanigans, they're loading up. Everyone else that still doesn't quite understand, they're falling for the FUD, unfortunately. They're being reactive and selling while others are selling. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to buy when others are fearful. Here's another example. Norwegian Central Bank bought a staggering 1.1 million shares of MicroStrategy, even though they didn't buy Bitcoin. But MicroStrategy is like a Bitcoin play, right? The Swiss Central Bank bought 466,000 shares of MicroStrategy. We're talking about two central banks here. We're not just talking about normal banks. Central banks of Norwegian and Switzerland. That is crazy. That is crazy. Again, even central banks and whoever runs them understands that you got to load up on Bitcoin, or in this case, Bitcoin related stock. Okay. And many others have done so with ETFs. That's kind of crazy if you think about it. That's really crazy, right? When will the Federal Reserve buy MicroStrategy stock? When will Powell say we now hold 1 million or 5 million shares of MicroStrategy? I don't know. But if you think about it, that's kind of crazy, right? Now, outside of, these central banks and companies, long-term holders understand. Long-term holders bought 374,000 Bitcoin in recent weeks, even though the price have trended downwards, but accumulation is only getting stronger and going upwards, right? Absolutely fantastic. Again, those that understand, those that are in the know, will know to continue to DCA. Today, you guys may have noticed Toncoin is up substantially, up 10% after landing on Binance launch pool. Okay, anything to do with Binance is pretty big. But I also reported that they are launching a 40 million ton ventures fund, which will be used to incubate new games and memes on top, and dApps on top of Ton, which is pretty substantial as well. And you have others like Pith, who is their decentralized oracle like Chainlink, right? They just partner with Ton. Pretty good. Of course, you need real-time data fetching, and that's what Pith provides. What other news is there? Tap to pay using USDC on iPhones coming soon. Ooh. A lot of people do use like Apple Pay and Samsung Pay where they just use their phones to pay. Imagine now using your phone to pay in USDC. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Last thing that's cool is I saw this. Crypto.com becomes official UEFA Champions League partner. Crypto.com just continues to make big brand partnerships. I'm not a big soccer guy, but I did a little research. That seems to be the premier league in Europe for soccer or football, however you want to call it. I mean, they are still getting the word out, right? So good for them. Good for them indeed. A lot of you guys are still into meme coins. Here are the top meme coins by percentage of holders currently in profit. It's shocking that 72.75% of Dogecoin holders are in profit. And then you got Floki, Mog, Pepe, and Shiba. I never even really heard of Mog coin before. But it's kind of staggering that Dogecoin is still leading in terms of holders in profit. Interesting. I don't know if that's true. I don't know how they calculate that, but I don't know if that's true because Doge topped out at 70 cents in 2021. Anyways, just wanted to show you guys that.